If you have any of these conditions, ME, CFS, fibromyalgia, long COVID, or related conditions, then it's really important that you make the shift from anxiety and fear to trust. Why? Because this will support your body's healing. When I had ME, CFS, I experienced a lot of fear and anxiety. And I get it. Your body's not working. It's not doing what you'd like it to do. You don't feel you can trust it. But actually being in that state of fear and anxiety isn't helpful. So in this video, I'll talk about how to make those shifts from fear to trust that can help you move forward. So I said it's really important to do this because fear and anxiety just results in stress, and this puts the brakes on your healing. Okay, stops your body from producing and storing energy, stops you from achieving deep, refreshing sleep. It even affects your digestive system so that you're not getting the most of the nutrients. What I encourage you to do is to make a pact with yourself. So let me explain what I mean. So some of the patterns that can keep us stuck in fear and anxiety are perfectionism, people-pleasing, impatience, resistance to what is going on right now, anxiety, self-criticism, and fear. I've talked about the difference between anxiety and fear in other videos, so I'll post a link to that video below. Now, the shifts I think that we need to make is instead of perfectionism, we need to learn to be more pragmatic. Instead of people-pleasing, we need to be able to prioritize ourselves. Instead of impatience, we need to learn to be more patient. One of the ways we can cultivate patience is to remind yourself that you are doing your best. And if there are areas that need improvement, to just work on those things without giving ourselves a hard time. So instead of resistance, we need to move towards acceptance. And just to be really clear, accepting where we are right now doesn't mean we're accepting it forever. We're just saying, this is where I am right now. I need to know where I am and be okay with it in order to move forward. Byron Katie says, when we resist what is, we lose, but only 100% of the time. Okay, so that's why it's important to cultivate acceptance. Instead of anxiety, we need to work on cultivating calm and also courage. We all feel anxiety at times, but it's important that we cultivate courage. Many of us have watched Disney films, and one of the themes that often shows up in Disney films is courage and the importance of courage. So we need to shift from criticism to compassion towards ourselves. And ultimately, we need to make that shift from fear to trust. One of the ways of shifting from fear to trust, and all those other shifts that I've talked about, is by using reframing. Reframing is a powerful way of shifting your mindset. So you're looking at things in more useful ways and cultivating trust-based thinking instead of fear-based thinking. If you'd like a copy of the reframing cheat sheet, comment the word reframe below. If you're watching on Facebook, tag me and I will send you a private message with the link to that free resource. If you're watching on YouTube, comment below. I'll send you the link where you can send me an email and request the link to that cheat sheet. So I hope that's given you food for thought. You may have noticed that these letters spell the word PACT. In fact, there are 3 P's and 3 C's. So I encourage you to make a pact with yourself and work on these areas. You might just choose one area. What would be the one area out of all those that you could focus on first? Hope that gives you food for thought. If you like more tips, do join my Facebook group. Again, put the link below. Wishing you great health. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Actually, there's one more shift I want to talk about, and that is the shift from overachiever to an appropriate achiever. The overachiever pattern can be driven by fear. I must get this done now because my energy is going to run out. Maybe it's driven by that perfectionism. The appropriate achiever says, you know, this is the task I want to do, but I don't have to get it all done now. There will be more time. And actually, if I pace myself well now, then as I consistently do that, I'm going to have more energy in the future to do the things I want to do.